Several years ago, I decided to get serious about shooting people. I wanted to make portraits, step up my game and do high quality work. But there were some hurdles that I didn't know how to overcome. Let's back up. I had already been a working filmmaker for, well over a decade, doing everything from documentary, narrative, TV, and features, as well as commercials and music videos, you name it. Over the years, I had shot literally hundreds of sit-down interviews, or talking heads as we call them. A talking head setup is basically a video portrait. Lighting and composition are key to grounding the viewer and giving them context for the subject's dialogue. They are at once very simple, yet can be complex. Over the years, I'd gained a lot of confidence in my talking head setups, and I became more and more interested in taking those skills and applying them to the quicker, more immediate domain of portrait photography. I'd been practicing photography for years, in my travels, in between work assignments, but I wanted to get serious. I wanted to approach it as its own thing, with discipline, intention, and focus. I knew I had skills, but I also knew I had a lot to learn. I wanted a laboratory, a place to test myself, a place to hold my feet to the fire. I wanted a studio. Didn't seem practical to rent a space. I knew I wouldn't be making any money from this endeavor, and a new career was never the point. I wanted a space to see if I could create the kinds of images I saw in my mind's eye. I needed a convenient location where I could get consistent results, a blank canvas, if you will, a place where myself, my lens, and my subject could freely create. So what was the solution? How could I accomplish my goals without the disposable income to rent expensive studio space? I've probably driven over this bridge 1,000 times over the years. I'm not sure where the idea first hit, but I drove over and I walked down here and I looked around. Then I went home and I started calling some actor friends. It's LA, so we all know a lot of actors. Actors always need new pictures. It was no trouble at all getting a few people to test the space out on. I was encouraged by these early results. The wide opening and deep width of the bridge made for a near perfect natural light studio. The large concrete supports provided the blank canvas I was looking for. I kept calling friends. I kept shooting. Some of these actors showed the photos on social media, and before long I had some actual paying customers. Headshots are fine and all, but I wanted to do more. Be more creative. I wanted something deeper. I wanted to make the images that I saw in my head. I wanted to feel, stretch, grow, discover. People kept showing up and I just kept shooting. Sometimes for money, sometimes for fun. But for me, it was always about learning, pushing further. I was looking for something down here, even if I wasn't quite sure what it was. I began to see all the ways I could use this simple space. The sun would rise on one side of the bridge and set on the other, giving me different colors of light, different textures, different dimensions. Depending on the time of day, the light could be soft and diffused or direct and harsh. And I would plan my shoots accordingly. Sometimes I bring my own light. I've shot literally hundreds of people down here. I've fought battles. Creative battles in my head. I've been challenged and inspired. I've made friends, had laughs. I've gained new skills and the confidence that comes with them. I've been relentless, dedicating myself to capturing better portraits, treating it like a job. Sometimes doing 2 or 3 shoots a day, working with people from all walks of life, actors, dancers, musicians, models, artists. Every opportunity to shoot has been an opportunity to learn, and it's cost me nothing but time and dedication. Over the years, through countless shoots, I've come to call this my studio. Here under this old bridge, running over this dusty old dry riverbed on the outskirts of an iconic city. You want to make some art? You want to have adventures? You want to do things? You want to make things? Be a photographer? Be a filmmaker? Be a painter? You want to be a rock star? What do you want to do? You better figure it out. You better figure out how. Nobody's doing it for you. Nobody cares that you don't have a good enough camera. Nobody cares that all you've got's a beat up old guitar. Nobody cares if you don't have enough time or money or help. Nobody's coming to help you. You don't want them to.
You want to do it yourself. Figure it out. Find a way. What have I been saying over and over in all these videos? Your creativity is defined by your limitations. You ain't got a good enough camera? Borrow someone's. Figure it out. Skip a couple meals. Buy a cheap one on eBay. I don't know what solution's gonna work for you. I don't know if you need to find an old bridge to shoot under like me. I don't know. You're different, your situation's different. I don't know what you have or what you don't have. A lot of people have a lot less. Some people have a lot more. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with what you have. And if you don't think you have enough, if you don't think you have what you need, then you better get creative. You want to be an artist? Get creative. It's an adventure. You don't know how it's going to turn out. You don't know where you're going to end up. That's the point. The point is the journey. Start the journey, figure it out. Because the journey doesn't start when you have all the shit that you need to do it. The journey starts when you decide to take it. Take it. Use what you have. Make what you can. Give it everything you got. What else is all this for? Likes? Friend requests? No, it ain't about that. It ain't about that at all. It's about that journey. So start. Find a way. I think that's all I got for now. Appreciate you guys showing up.